so I had security. I couldn't go in. I'm standing on the street corner. This one thought went through my mind. At 8 years old, all I thought was this: nobody cares, nobody cares. Man, I stood there, put my hands in my pocket. I was frozen. I just cried. I could feel the breeze of people walking by me, but nobody stopped. And I thought nobody would stop me. At 8 years old, the devil tried to destroy me. The devil tried to kill me. But at 12 years old, Jesus said, get up. Now listen to me. Now listen. Here's where we're at. Are y'all ready? Let me give you the facts. Number one, man, ain't nobody in the woods anymore. But number two, you're still carrying the effects of the woods. See, ain't nobody in the woods after last night. If you went through last night and you still a sinner, you in real trouble today. Man, I'll pray like Joe pray. I pray that you get bowel sick, that you get so sick you can't even eat your favorite food, that all your friends turn and walk away from you, that you find yourself on your deathbed, then you cry out to God, please forgive me, and then he raises you up again. Because that's how important it is that you know Jesus Christ. You can't die, and you can't live without him. Some of you have addictions that you found in the woods. How do you get off those addictions? Yes, you come clean, you come forward and say, God, forgive me. But what else do? You get up and you let the power of God touch you so much that the desire of alcohol, the desire for drugs, the desire for a pill, the desire for these things are totally swept out of your life. Everybody look at your neighbor and say, it's on. There's nowhere else for me to go. I mean, come on. After Christine did her thing, after Judah does his thing, after Pastor does his thing, where else can we go but to the power that can change your past, the power that can change your future, the power that can raise Jesus from the dead? What else can we do but go for that power for ourselves? Somebody look at your neighbor and say, I want that power. The world crazy. The world's been crazy for a long time. Let me show you. Look at the Bible. 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 16. It's going to be on the screen. Actually, I'm just going to read it from the screen, all right? It says, now two prostitutes came to the king, and they stood before him. One of them said, look, this woman and I live in the same house. I had a baby while she was there with me. Everybody got it? The third day after my child was born, this woman also had a baby. We were alone there. There was no one else in the house but the two of us. During the night, this woman's son died because she lay on him. I don't know how that happened. I'm just going to go on. So she got up in the middle of the night and took my son from my side while I, your servant, was asleep. And she put him by her breast and put her dead son by my breast. That ain't right. Everybody look at your neighbor and say, that ain't right. The next morning I got up to nurse my son and he was dead. But when I looked at him closely in the morning light, I saw that it wasn't the son I had born. Everybody got it? Let's go on. The other woman said, no, the living one is mine. The dead one is yours. But the first one insisted, no, the dead one is yours. The living one is mine. This ain't gonna get worked out for a while. So they argued before the king. Let's go on. The king said, this one says my son is alive and your son is dead. Well, that one says your son is dead and mine is alive. This is a smart king, isn't it? Then the king said, bring me a sword. Oh, snap. I'm sorry, it's not in the Bible. Oh, snap. Then the king said, bring me a sword. So they brought a sword to the king. Oh, this is good. Then he gave the order to cut the living child in two and give half to one and half to the other. This king is smoking. The woman whose son was alive saw filled with compassion for her son, and she said to the king, please, Lord, give her the living baby. Don't kill her. But the other said, neither I nor you shall have him. Cut him in two. There's something wrong with that woman. Then the king gave his rule. Give the living baby to the first woman. Do not kill her. She is his mother. Now, wait. So let's bring it to a modern day version of this, all right? So the king looks at Carrie Anthony and says, isn't that crazy? Everybody's watching this trial of a woman who's killed her kid, and they're thinking like it's some kind of reality TV show. Aren't we forgetting that there's a baby that is buried and dead in this whole thing? I mean, cool, I know it's a trial, and I know, but come on, man. I mean, are we gone so far that that's what we go and find as entertainment? And that's what we go and find? I'm not condemning you if you watch that. If you watch it, fine. But watch it with the compassion of this. The world is crazy. The world is messed up. The world needs a savior. The world needs an answer. The world needs Jesus. Carrie Anthony needs Jesus. How do you let your baby dead? And you take another woman's kid? What makes you think like that? Look at your neighbor and say, what makes you think like that? Some of you are going, but Reggie, I don't understand. What you're trying to get at? Here's what I'm trying to get at. The world is messed up. The world is messed up. And if you're in this world, which we are, we can easily become messed up just like them.